Primary Elections and Caucuses. Read to you by Carol Brigham. Why does it take so long for the United States to elect a president? Our system is different from parliamentary systems that Canada, Germany, and the UK have. There, the political party chooses its leader. The leader of the party that wins the majority of seats in government becomes the Prime Minister. Canada can have an election just 57 days after the Prime Minister calls for it. In the United States, hundreds of people might run for president. All adult citizens have a chance to vote for the president. But whose names will be on the ballot on Election Day? Political parties. Delegates to a political party's national convention will nominate their presidential candidate. The two major political parties in the U.S. are the Democratic Party and the Republican Party. There are smaller parties, too. The Democratic National Convention will be July 13 to 16 in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Around 4,594 delegates will go to this convention. The Republican National Convention is August 24 to 27 in Charlotte, North Carolina. Around 2,550 delegates will go to the convention. Who are these delegates? In 10 states, members of a political party go to a caucus meeting to choose their delegates. They listen to speeches before they vote. The meetings may take several hours. In the other 40 states, people vote in primary elections by secret ballot. People in the American territories of Puerto Rico, Guam, Virgin Islands, Puerto Rico, Mariana Islands, and American Samoa can send delegates too. A candidate receives a certain number of delegates based on the number of votes he or she gets. The delegates promise to vote for that candidate at the National Convention. The first four. The first caucuses will be in the state of Iowa on February 3rd. The primary election will be in New Hampshire on February 11th. Nevada's Democratic caucus is on February 22nd. South Carolina's Democratic primary is on February 29th. Results from these 4 early states are important. Candidates who do not get many delegates may drop out of the race. After those first 4, 16 states will have their primary elections on the same day, March 3. It's called Super Tuesday. There will be 14 more primaries in March, which include the ones in U.S. territories. 12 more states will have primaries in April, 7 in May, and 6 in June. President Donald Trump will run for re-election. 3 other Republicans are also candidates. However, the Republican National Committee is not planning to have debates among the other Republican candidates. Some states will not have Republican primary elections. So it is almost certain that Trump will be the Republican nominee, unless the trial in the Senate removes him from office. As of December 12, 2019, this does not seem like it will happen. How can a person become a member of a political party? It's different in each state. In some states, this is simple. When a citizen registers to vote, he or she can choose a political party. In other states, a person becomes a member of a party the first time he or she votes in a party's primary election. The first primaries and caucuses. As of the time Easy English News went to press, there were still many people running for president in the Democratic Party. 2 more candidates joined the race: former New York City Mayor Michael Bloomberg and former Massachusetts Governor Deval Patrick. It may take a long time for the Democrats to choose a candidate to run against Donald Trump. You can see the complete schedule of caucuses and primary elections online. Go to politicsone.com/calendar.htm or 270towin.com/2020-election-calendar. The National Conventions. At the national conventions, the delegates vote for their candidate. If no one gets a majority in the first vote, the delegates vote again. They vote until one candidate gets the majority of votes. That person wins the party's nomination. He or she becomes the party's candidate for president. The candidate for president often chooses the candidate for vice president. Then the delegates vote to nominate that person for vice president. To subscribe to Easy English News, and for more information about our supplementary materials and other works by Elizabeth Clare, visit our website, elizabethclare.com.